So here we have what you want to know about the remote control for the Osmo Action4. All your questions answered in this video here. So hold on tight until I talk about all the situations we have here, okay? So this here is an Action 3, and if I turn this on, let's see if it still works. It does still work. That's just beautiful there. So the Action 3 does not, and I repeat, not work with this remote. There is no menu item in here where you could find anything about a remote connection. See that? No Bluetooth remote in here. And the reason for this is this here, this Action 3 uses a different Bluetooth protocol than this camera, and that's what this thing connects to, I guess. So here on the Action 4, let's turn that on. Just do the same thing, it turns on. And there in here, in the settings menu, there is somewhere here a thing in there, Bluetooth remote controller. And you can wake up the camera with the Bluetooth remote controller. Press the button again to wake up the camera within 30 minutes, right? So once the camera goes to sleep, within 30 minutes you can wake it up, but after 30 minutes it goes to sleep for good. You know, probably to save battery. Now here I can turn this thing on, push and hold. There, it turns on. And then it will connect to the camera. You see the blue Bluetooth thing was blinking. It connects to the camera and shows you what mode you're in. So we are on the C1, the custom profile 1 at 4K 48 Rocksteady Plus. And on the camera itself, you do have the little logo there to the left. There you have it. That indicates basically that the remote control is connected. And then on the remote control itself, here, you see G with a little spinner. A G and the spinner there, right? See that? So that means this thing is checking for a GPS. And a GPS only works when you have a clear view to the sky, right? And then you can push the record button here, and the camera will record. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you see the red here. You see here the red blinking, so it's recording right now. And you can see here in the left corner your mode, right? And there the time. And when you push stop, nothing happens. Push again, nothing happens. Click on here and it stops recording. Okay, and then once you stop recording, you can see how much is left. How many minutes? 3 hours 14 are left. Now push again to record, right? Push again to turn off. You can push and hold, and the camera turns off, goes to sleep. And you see here, wake up camera. You can push and hold. Turns back on, but does not record, does it? Does not record. You have to push again to go in there. See that? So now we push and hold while it's recording. Turns off. Okay, push the on button here. Nothing happens, right? Push the on for long. Then the remote turns off. Now the question is, the camera is supposedly being able to wake up for 30 minutes after you turn it off. So if we now turn this on, that would mean that it's not connected to the camera anymore. And because the camera is asleep, this cannot reconnect. Isn't that stupid? So this will not connect with this camera until the camera is woken up. Now, the question is, how do you wake up this camera? You could do a fast record, right, like this. Now it's going to record immediately, and it immediately reconnects. You can see that because the camera was on now, and the recording starts immediately. Yeah, but you have to go to the camera, right? If the camera is sitting further away. This Bluetooth Lite BLE protocol, that will allow a remote connection like this for like 100 yards, 100 meters, that area, if there is no interference in the area, right? Let's stop this again. Good. Now the camera goes to sleep because we woke it up with this fast recording thing, right? Now let's try this with the remote connected. Wakes up, starts recording. So this would be the same as if you click the camera there. Now if I push and hold, camera is going to sleep. Now push and hold will also turn the camera back on. There it is. It doesn't record now because I did push and hold. And now at any time you can click record to record this whole thing. What happens if you click both? Nothing. Did you see that? On the camera, let me do this again. I click the on button once. See? It tags the video. Okay? So when you're recording and you click the on button, you get a little highlight in the video, a marker, so that you can find it later. You see that? There it is. Okay, so those highlights, you can enjoy those later when you use the Mimo app or whatever app to edit your video, and then they will be in there. One final thought on this. I didn't show you the GPS yet here, but the final thought is when I put this around my wrist here, you can open this up here like this. It doesn't go any further here, right? This doesn't fit my hand. Open up here. It still doesn't fit my hand. You see this? My European hand is too big. This is made for little small Asian hands. So what I would have to do here to get this on my arm, I have to put it around like this. And then get it in here. You see, with even two hands, it's like not so easy. Here, there I'm going. This is to make it more tight. So that's a hassle, right? But it works. Making a marker again. All right, so all I can do now, I'm gonna take you with me, and we go here in the open. This is where I could have GPS. Dark is looking there. So if I wait long enough here, it's possible that I get GPS reception. Now I did this in the previous video where it took 2 minutes. The time for this depends actually on the view to the sky, right? So right now the sky is one big single cloud. That is hard for the GPS to get a reception. Let me see if I can move in closer. Yeah. For the ones that want to see close up. See, it's looking hard for GPS, but there's not much. So this is how it looks like. Smooth band. Oh, there it is. GPS. So now if I walk around, this camera is going to track the position of my arm. DJI Action 4. Yeah, so now you would ask, does this even work with a 3? Do I need it? If I have a 3, what do I do with it? 3 and 4. You can still use both cameras at the same time. If you do use timecode, timecode is able to sync those both cameras with each other. And that is something you can do. You can look at my timecode video I made, how that works. So if you need to sync two footages together because you have two cameras recording, but yeah, that's the thing you can do with both. Maybe I talk about that in my next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And maybe I see you in the next. Let's see how this goes.